Hello everybody, it's Cindy and we are going to do a really easy recipe today, so I'm hoping to get this under 10 minutes. Today we're doing my version of yum balls. And this is something that can be done. I'm going to use my food processor, but if you don't have one, you can use a knife, because all you need to really do to use this is chop the almonds, and this doesn't really work that well for it either because we soak our almonds. So there's only 5 ingredients in this recipe, so it makes it really easy. But you start with 1 pound of raw organic almonds. And anytime you're going to eat any raw nuts, you must make sure that you soak them. So you can do a search online on Google to find out about soaking different nuts and how long they need to be soaked. We're using almonds today, and these soak for about 8 to 12 hours, but 8 hours seems good enough because almonds tend to get soft easier than some of the other nuts. So what you do is you just put a pound of almonds in a container and then double it with water and let it just soak. And then you want to really rinse them well because there's a lot of tannins that are extracted, and we want to get rid of that. So I'm just obviously rinsing my nuts, and I have a little less than a pound here, so I'm going to give you the recipe for using a pound of the nuts, but I'm actually making a little bit less because I don't have a pound of nuts, and I wanted to record something easy today. Usually what I'll do is dry off the nuts and put them in the refrigerator for a little while, but I'm not going to do that this time. I will dry the nuts a little bit just using a paper towel, just because it's very moist. So I'm just drying off these nuts. Now, I've seen people make these and they don't soak their nuts. Shame on them, but they'll make a really nice powdery substance because the almonds aren't wet. But still, you know, this is a really totally healthy snack, so don't cheat on that. Just follow my directions. So I'm going to put them in the food processor, and again, you can chop these with a knife. It's okay if they are coarse. Actually, I like them coarse because this is the bulk of the recipe, and if it's just powdery, it'll still be good, but I actually like biting into a little bit of crunch in my snack. This is a great transitional food, meaning if you're trying to get off cooked food and going into raw because it has some substance to it. So I'm just going to put this on for a moment. It's perfect. Wow. I don't know why it was more difficult when I made this last time, but it really ground up very easily. And I have wonderful substance here of chopped up raw organic almonds. You can probably do this recipe with other nuts if you prefer. Just go nuts with it. I'm so funny. Okay, so I've got my nuts chopped and we're ready to roll. So, really easy recipe. We're going to put in maca root. And maca root, I believe, was originally Peru and Bolivia. And it's really good for a lot of things. It is a root, obviously, but it helps with energizing you and fighting against fatigue. And it also helps with your immune system. And if you're a man, it helps with erectile dysfunction. So, if you've never had, it's very handy. So if you've never had it, it is rooty. So when I use it, I put it in my smoothies usually. I only put usually a tablespoon in my smoothies, and that's a lot. For this recipe, I'm only putting about maybe a little bit over a teaspoon. I was going to make it a joke about something, but I won't. So you don't really taste it. I use organic raw cocoa powder. I've seen other people use carob. I don't care for carob, so I went off and did my own thing using the cocoa powder, and it's delicious. So I do 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and I do 3, oh, wait a minute. I add some organic coconut, dried organic coconut, and I just put it to taste. It depends on how much coconut you like, but I add about close to 2 tablespoons, and then 3 tablespoons of whatever local honey you have. You know, when it comes to honey, it's always best if you get a local brand, because it's local to you, and that's what's going to be healthy for you. So you can also use agave if you don't have honey, or if you prefer agave, that's also a choice. And I need to get more honey. So you can sweeten it the way you want, but I tell you, this recipe that I'm giving you today, my way, from Yum Balls My Way, it's delicious. I have given them to many people that are raw or not raw, and everybody loves them. It's such a healthy treat, and it's really delicious, and it's completely healthy for you. So even kids would love this one. And have the kids make them, because, hey, it's very easy to make. I'm just trying to get every last bit of honey that I can. I think I need to maybe get a little bit more, so bear with me here. So then you just stir it. Stir it all together. 5 easy ingredients. But maybe not so easy. Actually, I should have put this back into the food processor. You can definitely stir it, but I think the food processor is going to be much more helpful. So, sorry for that inconvenience. But you can do it either way. So, anyway, just following all the stuff on Egypt. As some of you know, Egypt is my heart. And I'm going to be doing some YouTubes on my thoughts around that soon. And have a little insight for you on that. Other than that, I have a new meditation class starting up next week. And Dan the Man, with the Master Plan Life Regenerator, is coming here February 26th to do a whole raw seminar, and I'm really excited. Well, you see how much easier this stirs it up than me doing it by hand, but you can definitely do it by hand. There's no reason why you cannot do this recipe by hand. Okay, it's pretty mixed up. So now all you have to do is take your mixture and start forming balls, yum balls. So you see how easy that forms? This is like the easiest, coolest recipe. I love it. It's my new awesome recipe. I will be bringing yum balls to family gatherings and friends places because it's healthy and it's delicious. So basically you're just going to roll all these yum balls up. It only takes maybe 5 minutes, and you can make them whatever size you want. Oh, also you can use this for a crust, for a raw dessert. This makes a great crust. I won't make you watch me make all these yum balls, because I think you get the picture. So I just sent out my latest newsletter today, and if you would like to subscribe to my newsletters, just go to my website, www.healingyoursoul.com, and I always put some sort of inspiration on there or teaching, but I also talk about upcoming events, upcoming trips, videos, and just all kinds of interesting things. So I invite you to join my mailing list to get updates on things. And you can also find my newsletters posted under articles on my website, www.healingyoursoul.com. And I have another YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Cindy Eiler, where you can see a lot of the transformational and spiritual journey videos that I put together after some of our amazing trips. So I'm just keeping busy. This little project of doing this raw journey on the side is kind of taking more of my time up, but you know what? I feel guided to do it, so I am. I have no idea really why I'm doing it. I just kept getting the message from the angels to do it, so for whatever reason, I don't know if it's for self-entertainment or for other people's entertainment, I'm doing it. So, anyway, here you go. So I have more yum balls to make. I will also dress it up with a delicious, what goes better with chocolate than someone you love? Strawberries. Yep, you got it. So this could look nicer, but I just haven't made all my yum balls. But here you go. Yum balls with strawberries. And I always have to taste it for you. They're delicious. And, excuse me, not only are they delicious, but they are nutritious. So, make your yum balls today. This is a recipe that has only 5 ingredients. Raw organic almonds that have been soaked for at least 8 hours. Organic raw cocoa powder. Organic coconut, maca root, and honey. Really easy, okay? No dehydrating, nothing. So make some for yourself and your family today. Have a good one. See you soon.